Hey YouTube, Blue CM here. Just had a quick idea for a video. Instead of showing recent purchases, I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about music and inform you guys, I guess, about certain bands that are really obscure, but I think you should all be aware of because they're amazing. And also have a quick question for you later. But I'm just gonna hold off doing a recent vinyl purchases video until I get my package in the mail, so should be coming soon. But which is, I guess I'll just start now with the question. It's like has to deal with mailing or buying records online. I don't do it often, although I've been doing it. I'm starting to do it recently. Like I just won a couple of eBay bids tonight actually, and so I'm excited about that and everything. But usually I just buy in the store. But my question, I guess, is when you buy records online, especially if it's from your home country, like what is the method of shipping you use? Because I use only use the media mail, and it's taking about like a week from today, so I don't know, and it's just shipped from, you know, not that far away in my country, so just curious about that. But like how long, like, or what kind of method do you prefer to use? So if you have, if you have a better answer than the method I use, then just feel free to leave a comment or message me or whatever. But right now I'll just start with the other part of the video. I just wanted to talk about some obscure bands I found. Kind of found these bands just online throughout the past week, and I don't own anything from them on vinyl because they're so hard to find, the original copies, and they really haven't been reissued. And these go up to hundreds of dollars I've seen on eBay and on Discogs. But so yeah, it's about 4 bands or so. So I figured I'd just show you a little bit. But the first band I'll talk about is probably the most well-known out of this group, but they're not well-known at all, but they're not as obscure as the other ones I'll talk about. But the band is called Egg, and they were a progressive rock band, formed in 1970, I believe, and the members were once part of a band called Uriel, who released an album called what's it called? Arzikel, yes, a psychedelic album called Arzikel, that's also really obscure too, but I haven't really delved into that one yet. But this band Egg, it's just remarkable. They were an early part of the Canterbury scene, which combined progressive rock with jazz influences and experimentalism and stuff. But you have like bands like Soft Machine and with Robert Wyatt and Kevin Ayers. But yeah, they were one of the early bands of this scene, and they're just a trio. Most like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, progressive rock trio, but sort of different. Like they don't have, like, they're not guitar based. They have an organ, keyboard player, bassist and drummer and singer who plays bass. But the band was formed with Dave Stewart, who, not the Eurythmics Dave Stewart, but a different one, who went on to form other bands. Like he was in Hatfield in the North, for example, another Canterbury band, a little more popular. But the thing about this band that I love so much is the sound's not, yes, it does sound like a progressive rock band. It's not too dated or anything, but it's just the singer is just amazing. It just blew me away because the singer first was Campbell, who plays bass in the group, and he's just remarkable. His voice is incredible for a progressive rock band, and for any band from that era, any rock band, because he's a baritone crooner, which is not commonly found in rock music. That kind of singing wasn't really used until like the 80s. New wave post-punk bands that used whose singers could actually sing. They were the crooners Morrissey and Dave Gahan and whatnot, but that's what the singer reminds me of. He's just a crooner, and which is amazing for a prog rock band, but he's really underrated as far as trios go, because I mean, you think of trios that have bass singers like Geddy Lee or Lemmy Kilmister or who else? Jack Bruce, or if you want to go at a trio format like Phil Lynott of Thin Lizzy. And if you want to talk about more obscure bass singers, people usually mention James DeWar from Robin Trower, but Mont Campbell, I think, is by far the best bassist singer in the trio format, and I've just discovered music, so yeah, so I'm looking for some vinyl from them, but it's really hard to find. So if you guys have any, tell me or something. It's really, I mean, not to sell or anything, but it'd be really cool if you guys had some of that, because they're such a great band. So I'm sure some of you guys have it. There's a lot of good prog videos on YouTube. So yeah. So second, I want to talk about another progressive rock band called Catapilla. Another 70s British band. Don't know. There's not that much information about them besides the fact that they have 2 albums. A self-titled album from 71, and then their next album Changes from 72. And I've heard Changes, and it's incredible. The album cover is just it's just a caterpillar eating a leaf on top. I mean, it's incredible. So odd, but it's a 4-track album, really long album. Look it up on YouTube. The track "It Could Only Happen to Me." That's the track that really got me going on this group. Just really atmospheric and smooth, jazz-influenced progressive rock with a saxophone. It's just incredible, and female vocalist named Anna Meek. So I don't know what much to say about this, because there's not much information on them. They're on the Prog Archives website, but so I mean, if you want to find information about it, go ahead. But I can't tell you much more about them. But just check it out. The band's called Catapilla. So next, I'll talk about. Let's see. I have a list here on the computer. Oh yes. A hard rock band from the early 70s called Blitz. They're one of the heaviest bands I've ever heard from that era. Kind of been interested in finding some more bands besides Black Sabbath who are so heavy. Like, I've thought of Pentagram. There's another obscure band called Iron Claw. Yeah, and then Blitz, a band called Bang. Who else? And then who's the other? Bedman, or Bedman, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's an offshoot of Pentagram. And Pentagram, a doom metal band, primarily from the 80s, but they formed in the early 70s, but didn't really release much. But Bedman is kind of their other side project that really heavy and really really lo-fi, really sounds modern to me. But Blitz, just incredible band. Been listening to a lot of the album called The 2nd of May, I believe it's called. I downloaded it. I mean, just the opening track. I need to look it up really quick, because I want to be able to talk about it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the second album from 71, called The 2nd of May. The first track is called For Madmen Only, and it just starts, it's insane. It starts, just drums, and then the guitar comes in, and it's obviously drop tuning. It's so heavy for that time. It's from 71, and I believe Tony Iommi started detuning his guitar after 71. I can't remember, but this is from 71. It's so heavy, I just can't believe it. Yeah, it's just, wow. This is exactly what I was looking for. Really heavy doom and proto-doom metal music from the 70s. But yeah, this is a great album, and it's so different. There's a lot of ballads on it. I think one of the tracks even reminded me of Pavement for some reason. I can't remember what track it was, but yeah, it's just such a different sounding album for this time, so ahead of its time, and of its time too at times. But I really want to get this on vinyl. Even if I got it on CD, I would be happy with it. But I have the album on my iTunes though. So, and they also have another album, their first album from '70, the self-titled album. Great too, but I like Second to May much better. So it's May Blitz. And they only have 2 albums. So the next band is my favorite that I found. It's a prog rock band from the '70s called Kestrel. They released 1 album in 1975, and it's incredible. It sounds so. The music, okay, the music is of its time definitely, but the melodies are so ahead of its time. I don't know. It's hard to describe for me, but I don't know. I just get a lot of '90s indie rock melody, but not the music, but just the songwriting melody. It's very '90s to me for a prog rock band. That might sound ridiculous, but just listen to it. Like the track "Last Request," End of the Affair," and "August Carol." Those 3 tracks by far are just perfect examples of what to listen to. And yeah, but sadly this band only released 1 album, 1975. The guitarist, one of the guitarists, his name is Dave Black. He went on to play guitar with David Bowie. I'm not exactly sure when, because he's not, obviously when you think of Bowie guitarists, you never hear of Dave Black, but I guess he replaced Mick Ronson after Ziggy Stardust on tour. So, but yeah, I never heard of him, being a Bowie fan. But yeah, the self-titled album called Kestrel, incredible. Please check it out. I mean, that's 4 bands, obscure bands I want to talk about. Sorry I don't have any of the records to show you, but incredible bands, and I'll write out their names in the comment box so you can check it out if you want. But I just thought I wanted to show you those bands because I just feel that they should be explored more by this community because they're so great, and I haven't seen any of the vinyl yet. And if you have any of this vinyl, please show it in a video. I would love to see that because it's so rare, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm sure you guys are obviously knowledgeable and everything. So, and one more thing I'm excited about is a couple new releases. You have a new Low album called "Come On" coming out later or before the summertime. Is it April or May? I can't remember, but heard the track off of that. Really great. And then you have my favorite newer band is The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, indie pop band on Slumberland Records. I have their debut right here. Might as well show one record for you guys. This was released in 2009 on Slumberland. It's on white vinyl. Great album, one of my favorites of the decade. Of that decade. So they have a new album called Belong coming out in March, and on Slumberland. This one's produced by Flood, the Smashing Pumpkins producer, and heard a couple of the tracks on it. The single "Heart in Your Heartbreak," and then the title track "Belong," which sounds so much like the Smashing Pumpkins. But that's just the band. They tend to sound like other bands. Sometimes they sound like the earlier songs. They had Cure influences on it. Higher Than a Star sounds like the Cure in the late '80s. One of their other newer B-sides, The One, sounds exactly like Teenage Fan Club. But they're a band of their influences. They wear their influences on their sleeves. So great band. One of my favorite band. My favorite newer band. So I'm really looking forward to that vinyl. I need to pre-order it. It's on InSound right now for $15. So probably get that. And but that's all for now. So yeah, if you have an answer to the question about shipping, please let me know. And if you want to reply about the bands, let me know too. That'd be great. Look forward to it. And thanks for watching my videos, everyone. And I